In a previous video, we discussed that cold and flu season doesn't happen because the bugs that make us sick decide to migrate back to Minnesota for the winter. It happens because our battery, our reserve, starts to wear down. And the same bugs that you or your kiddo is exposed to all year round have the ability to make us sick when our battery's worn down. So in wintertime, we have a lot more going on. Our kids are still in school, so they have transitions from class to class. They have homework, they have tests, after school activities, social obligations. As an adult, we might have end of the year deadlines at work or travel for holidays. I know myself with a 2-year-old, it takes a lot more to pick up and travel than it did when it was just my wife and I. You might see relatives that fill you up, and you might see relatives that stress you out. This time of year, we eat different foods. I know myself, I eat plenty of sweets, plenty of treats this time of year. I'll share in a future video one thing that I do to help my body stay strong and give myself a little permission to eat as many sweets as I want. But ultimately, those can drain our battery as well. In addition, when we are going steady, it's like our foot is on the gas pedal. And what that means is it activates the fight-flight side of our nervous system. That is the stress mode that we go into when we go. The challenge with that is when it's stuck on and happening around the clock for weeks or months at a time, it wears our body down because it prevents our body from filling back up. So sleep starts to become affected. We might have trouble falling asleep or getting deep, restful sleep because if our body's in go mode, it prevents our brain from shutting off at night. It keeps us up with those perseverating thoughts or that to-do list that keeps running through your head when you're lying awake at 2 a.m. Ultimately, as our battery wears down, we start to express symptoms. That's when that same virus that you or your kiddo have been around all year long has a chance to start to break your body down, and our immune system now really needs to try to kick in to kick it out. So we might get a runny nose, or watery eyes, a cough, sneeze, a fever. All those things, while they are annoying, they're actually what our body's doing to try to kick out the bug. They're our body's normal, natural, healthy response. So how can you support your body this time of year? Simple ways to get started are make sure you have extra downtime. For myself, the weekend before Thanksgiving, that Saturday and that Sunday, I took a nap. I made sure to really unplug and unwind, starting to charge my battery up because I knew Thanksgiving, I'm gonna be eating a lot more sweets, that family time that we talked about, and a lot more output of energy. When you get extra sleep, it builds your body up. For myself, as I'm going through this season, if I feel a little sniffle starting or a little cold creeping in, if I get to bed an hour or 2 early, it often charges my battery enough to wake up the next morning feeling ready to go. Foods are a big thing. As I mentioned, I'll share later how to help your body get through those sweets so you can still eat plenty and enjoy those treats this time of year. Another strategy though is to eat simple and warm foods. Our digestion takes heat to process the food we eat. This time of year, it's cold outside. We tend to have maybe a shiver, a little chill in our bodies naturally. So if we eat a carrot stick fresh from the refrigerator, guess what? It's tougher to digest. It wears our body down. So eating warm soups and broths, bone broth being one of them. Warm foods are easier to digest and help nourish and build our immune system. Take time between eating. If you feel your stomach pump it full, it needs time to empty. After a big holiday meal, maybe you eat a real light dinner that night or light the next morning to help give your body time to clear out and get ready for the next round of holiday snacks. And of course, make sure you're keeping up with your adjustments this time of year. The adjustments help your nervous system handle stress better. So if your kiddo's plate is this big and this is how much they have room to put on before they get overwhelmed, when they get adjusted, it helps their plate become this big. And now they can handle more things before they get run down. We see families over and over again who report back to us, when we're getting adjusted, we're sick way less often. For more tips, check out our immune system webinar, and I'll talk to you soon.